Hi, my name is Paige Nazeski, and I am the social media strategist here at Coterie Insurance. And today I'm bringing you another bonus episode for the End I Quote podcast. These bonus episodes are so exciting because I get to sit down with team members that I usually don't talk to much, and you get to meet them while I get to meet them. And today I have two really fun, talkative humans, Richard Deal and Troy Crow. Thank you for being on the bonus episodes.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
So, the way that we start these bonus episodes are actually with rapid fire questions. So, you can choose to expand on them a little bit if you want, but we're going to start with Richard. Richard, what is your favorite activity outside of work?
Hunting. Yeah, hunting.
Okay, hunting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee in the morning. Yeah, coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon till about 4, and then it's beer.
That wasn't the question.
Oh, sorry.
But
you can clap it out.
Okay. If you were a dog breed, what breed would you be?
Black lab. So I could keep hunting.
Okay, perfect. Great.
Retrieving birds.
Troy. Okay, Troy. What is your favorite chain restaurant?
Well, I worked at Applebee's for 2 years as a manager. I wouldn't say it's Applebee's. My favorite chain, 100%, is Chili's. I love 2 for $20. I think it's 2 for $25 now. And their chips and salsas to die for. So it'd have to be Chili's.
I've got to agree with that. What is your favorite meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacking?
Okay, yeah. So I would have to say lunch, but my lunch is at 4:00 because I fast the whole day. So yeah, and I don't have a microwave, and so I have to make everything. It's like a process. So I just skip a lot of my meals. So definitely a late, like dinner, basically, or a dunch. I don't know what you would call it.
So, and then what does your ideal day look like?
Without work?
Your ideal day.
Okay, yeah. So my ideal day, I like to wake up, and then when I wake up, I do foot exercises. I'm really into barefoot walking and barefoot training. So I have toe spreaders, I have reaction balls, and then foam rollers and whatnot. So I do stretching, and then I would work out, have my mud water or everyday dose. And then I have a pretty nice patio and a patio gym. So I have my workout, and then on the other side, like my self-made couch basically that I got and just made myself. Sit there, have my coffee, and then since I'm in LA, maybe go to the beach or just walk around. It's usually beautiful here, but currently it's 99 degrees, so I'm inside right now.
Oh my goodness, that sounds very hot. So now, let's dive in and actually talk about you two and what you do at Coterie. We're going to start with Richard. Richard, can you introduce yourself? How long you've been at Coterie, what you do, where you're located, since we are a remote company. And yeah, I'll let you take the floor.
Cool. Well, I'm the business development manager, which means essentially for agents to become affiliated with Coterie, they come through myself and my team, which Troy's a part of. Awesome part of. I've only been here for 6 months, but I've been in the insurance business forever. We'll just leave it with that. Let everybody kind of guess. I've done everything from underwriting. I've owned a couple of agencies, worked on the company side. I've been all over the place. So that's basically what I do. I'm located in Dallas, Texas, actually a suburb of Dallas called Richardson, Texas, but I'm in Texas.
Nice. Awesome. And Troy, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Troy Crow. I am from the Midwest, but I currently reside in Los Angeles. Don't ask me why. And I am Richard's right-hand man. I am the business development representative. We both basically wear every hat that you could think of. But Richard is my go-to guy, my boss. He's my good time boy. And I've been here for way longer than Richard, for about a year and a half almost. And he has come on and started killing it. So he makes my job easier, and we get to have fun while doing it.
That's great. So you guys definitely seem like a really great team. You do a lot of agent interaction, which I'm assuming means you go to a lot of events. Can you tell me about recent events that you've been to or events that you have coming up? We'll have Richard kick it off, and Troy, you can step in and
Cool. Well, I've had the pleasure of going to a couple of events with Troy. Actually, we went to South Carolina together back in March, I think, was it?
March.
And then we just got back from Arizona, which was an absolute blast. That one was held at a casino. You can imagine how that went. Uh, Out there with a bunch of agents. It's just going to trade shows is killer. Troy's got a couple coming up that he's going to be going to. I'll let him explain those. I'm going to be going to the IAOA, which is in Nashville, Tennessee, in a couple of weeks. Actually, more like 4. And then my next trip after that is going to be go to Big I in Massachusetts. So I'll be going to Boston, and literally, uh, we travel trade shows all over the United States, as well as doing meetings with individual agencies of size. And it's a blast getting to actually interact with people. I mean, this remote stuff is nice, and to do things like this where you're just talking over a camera. But uh, my my niche, so to speak, is to be in front of people and talking about what I love to do at Coterie and how Coterie can help them achieve their objectives.
Yeah, and like Richard said, trade shows are amazing just because it's networking. You can go to a trade show with a bunch of goals from your boss's bosses, and most of the time you may not even hit those goals. And just getting out in front of our agents, or even just mingling with the other carriers that are there, it kind of just it makes our coterie grow a little bigger. But I will be attending 2 more trade shows in the coming month. One in Palm Desert. That one's going to be extremely hot, and I believe it's also at a casino. So got to keep my wallet at the room. And then I have another one that's going to be in Sacramento, and that one's going to be really fun. So if any of you agents are listening right now, meet me there. I'll be hanging out.
so what is your favorite part about these events? Richard, if you want to go first.
Man, it's like we were both just kind of saying. It's the interaction with agents, getting feedback. I wouldn't say that it's negative feedback, but areas for improvement is what I would basically say. Uh, we're really open to whatever it is, but it's the ability to have the interactive ness that goes on with these things. I mean, it's just there's lots of social events, uh, lots of just it's lighthearted. It's not an extremely formal atmosphere. You just get a chance to just visit, get to know these people on a personal basis, let them get to know you a little bit on a personal basis, and just develop relationships. This business is largely about relationships, and so to be able to go to these shows, we've got relationships that we develop all over the continental United States. We literally have got people that we know from every state all over the place. So it's just really cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna piggyback off him. It's really fun. It's really good, especially with the swag that we get before we go there, the t-shirts and everything. Most of our t-shirts are a hit. I think everybody knows what I'm gonna say. We have a drink beer, sell insurance t-shirt, and the last trade show we went to, I wore that while everybody was in button-ups and polos, Richard included, and everybody was like, "Who's that drink beer, sell insurance guy?" So it's really cool to just kind of have our brand awareness out there and really just have people start asking questions of what is Coterie. Because like he said, it's really just about networking and getting in front of our agents and making those relationships.
I love that you mentioned that insurance is all about relationships. Part of our podcast is actually the theme is because relationships matter. And we do these bonus episodes because you guys matter. Our team matters too. We want to humanize these relationships, and we want to get our audience to know who's behind the product and who's behind the phone calls or the emails. because I'm sure you guys send a lot of emails, right? So I love that we get this opportunity to do these bonus episodes, and I love sitting down with you guys. I don't think anyone knows this, but Richard loves to talk. You haven't seen it yet. He usually goes off on some tangents. I thought maybe I would have to reel him in a little bit more during this recording. He's doing really, really well. And then I've actually really never talked to you, Troy. I think we had one-on-one when I first started, and then that was it. But it feels normal and natural to talk to you about all of this.
Thank you.
And that's the one thing that I love about Coterie. So I would love to know, what do you guys love about Coterie? If Troy, you want to start?
Yeah. Since I've been here, I guess the longest, it's really fun. We've had a lot of changes, and all of them have been for the better. Obviously, we're killing it. But what I love about Coterie is this is my first startup, and it's super challenging. It really makes you wake up and have to do something, because not that there's dumpster fires every day is something that at my old company in construction you used to say. It's just there's always something going on, and you can always be helpful, even if it's not your day-to-day activities. I can have Richard call me. I could have people from marketing reach out to me, just asking questions, and it really gives us the opportunity to actually put our footprint on whether it be a product or email campaign that we're doing. We really get to have our voice heard, and that's something that I've never had before. And that's really what I love. You really get to be your own person here, and people actually listen.
Yeah, just kind of following up on that, agreeing with what Troy was basically saying. It's the interaction, it's the people that make Coterie. I mean, we've got a great concept, we've got a great idea. So it's nice to be involved with a startup that is really trying to completely and totally turn the industry upside down, just really make uh, major changes to the way that people look at and sell. Sell our products. It's just, small commercial business is just, it's always been a pain, and we're trying to make it fun and easy. But everybody here is willing to roll up their sleeves and jump in. If you've got a question about anything, we're all willing, more than willing, to give our input. As Paige says, I'm always willing to give my input uh, as to how we can do things a little bit better, how we can do things easier, quicker, what the agents are looking for. And everybody just has an honest desire to do whatever it takes to achieve the end objective and give our agents what it is that they really need to make this successful.
So on this topic of relationships, your job is to build the foundational relationships that start basically our agent relationships, right? Like our agent partners. Can you explain to me what interactions look like? So what can agents expect when they first reach out to Coterie?
I mean, I don't know if they necessarily even really have expectations. Troy and I look at our jobs as being, what we do is we create excitement. So we're not selling an actual product. We're not selling how great Coterie is at writing business or how much cheaper we are at writing business. What we do is we try to develop, and we work together as a team, what it is that the agent is really looking for in their specific agency, and then we find ways to meet those needs. So once again, it's like you said, Paige, what we're really here to do is to create that lasting relationship right from day one. We make friends with our agents, we find out what it is that they want, and we find ways to get them excited about doing what they do, only doing it through Coterie. And then lots of other people on the team then take it over from there. But probably one of the greatest compliments that Troy and I get, and we get it patting ourselves on the back, but we get it on a pretty regular basis, is for our teammates, once we've passed them off and they're moving on to other sections of the company for maintenance reasons, for us to get complimented on the fact that they can tell when people have been through Troy and I. The relationship is different. The participation level is higher. The excitement for the product and for being involved with Coterie is a lot higher, and that's really what we feel like we're here to do. So that really makes us feel good when we hear those sorts of things.
Everything Richard said, everything. Like we're really just trying to be their best friends, and they may not have a problem, but either way, we're going to give them a solution that's going to make a problem go away. And even if they end up not working with us, they're going to be emailing us back. And later down the road, they're going to have a great taste in their mouth and a great memory of Richard and Troy helping them with whatever it may be. So it's everything Richard said is 100% on the tee.
So when you meet them at events, you're leaving a great taste in their mouth.
We have our own
guys are
posse.
fun, entertaining.
Oh yeah,
okay.
we have our own
Great.
group. Yeah, and Richard, one of he just got to hang out with Bill Walton, who's a LA. I don't even know.
Yeah, he's a legendary basketball player guy, and I never met a stranger in my life, so I just walked right up to him at one of the trade shows and introduced myself. And I asked him if I could buy him a beer, and he goes, "Yeah, sure, but what I'm really wanting to do is watch the game." And I said, "I've got it on right over here." And he just came over with me, and we watched the Celtics play basketball.
I 100% believe that. That is sounds very accurate. Well, the last question I have for you guys is, what is your 2-year goal for Coterie and your team, Richard? Richard can answer, and then Troy, you can step in. Ideally, what would be your a 2-year goal for your team?
Yeah, for where we would be in 2 years. Hopefully by 2 years we're to the point that we've gotten our C, we've gotten our additional funding to take this thing on forward to where we need to go. That we've grown individually as far as for goals, relationships. So I think it would be really cool as we go 2 years from now. We're going to some of these trade shows for the third time, and for us to be going up and giving handshakes and hugs and high fives to people that we've developed even deeper relationships over the period of time. They're cashing big checks, so they're probably going to buy Troy and I some beer. Just kind of turning things around a little bit. So yeah, just to experience the success of our agents and the continued relationship. It doesn't always work out that way. As a matter of fact, probably the most difficult thing in my job, you really didn't ask that, but just going to say, is to help some agents determine that, Coterie is really not a fit for what it is they want to do. And it's, or not the way, that really for them to achieve what they want to achieve. Most of the times we find a way that we can really help, but there are some times that we just have to, say, look, I'll still buy you dinner if you ever come to Texas, but this just isn't really a fit for us at this particular point. So that would be it. I'd like to see our team grow quite a bit. Right now we are extremely overwhelmed with all that we've got going on, but it's exciting to be able to continue doing what we're doing. But it would be nice to have our team grow and just continue the relationship with agents as well as with the people that we work with and what we're doing.
I would agree with everything Richard said. If I didn't, I'd probably be in trouble. But no, yeah, I think really we just want to see growth within our team. What we're doing right now, we have all the bandwidth that we could have, but extra set of hands, extra set of eyes always helps out, and it always helps our agents and our customer experience way better. But I would say just whoever we do get on, helping them grow. I know Richard's helping me grow, especially in the insurance background. Like I said, I'd rather not learn it, but I love it now. And I think in the next 2 years, we keep saying that we're skyrocketing right now. So, and we are. In 2 years, I don't even know what word I'm going to use for that one. We might be with Elon Musk on Mars or something, or on the moon. But it's very exciting. It's one of the most exciting moments that I've had in a professional career, because I get to be with people that I like to work with, and people that I like to, talk with when not about work. So it's really good, and I think it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, Troy and I don't have weekly one-on-one meetings. There's not a day goes by that Troy and I don't get together to talk about something. So we've got our friendship that we talk about. It's not always even about work. Sometimes it's just, just checking on each other. How's it going? What's going on? Do you need a mental break or whatever? But we're we're a team, like truly in all senses of the words. We're a team. We're not, we're not even doubles tennis. I mean, we're beyond that. We're we're like a full team. I know that Troy's got my back. He knows that I've got his back. If anything happens and we're not able to make meetings or not able to get the tasks that need to be accomplished, uh, no task is too big or no task is too small for us to just roll up our sleeves and say, you know what, we'll do whatever it takes to make it move forward.
All right. Well, thank you both really much for joining me on the bonus episodes of And I Quote. I really, truly appreciate you guys taking the time to talk with me.
Hey, thanks so much for having us. Enjoyed it.
Thank you for listening to And I Quote, a podcast focusing on telling the stories of agents, brokers, partners, and small business owners. And I Quote is brought to you by Coterie Insurance. Coterie is available across the nation and is creating a product that brings our partners speed, simplicity, and service. Through our new Simply Bind experience on the Coterie dashboard, you can get a quote by answering 2 questions.
And seriously, we will do the rest for you because relationships matter. Take a look at our show notes for more information and news.